Do you think Filipinos are hardworking in general?
Yes, we are. I think this is one thing that we are also very known for as well. Globally, that's the good reputation that we have. There's bad reputation, there's good reputation, but I would say this is one of the good traits that we are known for.
What part of you is Filipino? What part of you is like Singaporean?
Okay, well, basically, I'm mixed. So my
Yeah.
mom is Chinese.
Yeah. Like Chinese from China or
From
Chinese from
Chinese,
Philippines?
Chinese from China.
Okay.
Like my mom is basically her parents migrated to the Philippines straight from China
Yeah.
in the 50s, and they
Yeah.
migrated there, and they basically built a family, and then she basically became a Chinoy, which is a Chinese Pinoy. And my father is Filipino, but he's also mixed as a Filipino-Spanish. So I think, in Singapore, I still consider myself a Filipino,
Yeah.
but I do love Singapore. I do love being in Singapore. I think I have adapted to Singapore life. It's a weird feeling because I never feel so homesick here. There's Filipinos everywhere. You know, you dine in a restaurant, you go in a hotel, you get hospitalized. When I delivered my babies, I've got Filipino nurses everywhere.
Yeah.
So, I think as a Filipino, this is the easiest place to live or to integrate, because we are everywhere, and at the same time, Singaporeans seem to be very comfortable with Filipinos. We never felt like they don't like us or they don't welcome us. In my experience, I've worked also with Singaporean team when I was working, and they embrace us. And I think it's easier for Filipinos like myself to say, I'm kind of Singaporean, but I'm also Filipino, especially if you live here long enough. When I speak to my Singaporean friends, I do Singlish. My accent changed. It's unbelievable and it's hilarious. Sometimes I'm like, what happened to my accent, Or when I talk to my family, it's back to my normal accent. But it just switches. I don't know if it happened to you yet, but I'm from Singapore, but I'm also from Philippines because this is home. This is practically home for us. Yeah.
So you don't feel any discrimination? Because I have a good Filipino friend. She's Singaporean now. She's been here forever, but she's not mixed. She's pure Filipino. Sometimes she's the security guys try to bother her. Oh, you really live in this nice condo?
Oh, wow.
A lot of Filipinos, they work as domestic helpers.
Right.
And I think it's just a little bit of that, but I don't know. You not experienced that probably.
For me personally, I don't think I experienced that severe discrimination, but I know my place in Singapore. Here, this is a place where it's important for you as a foreigner to know your place, in the sense where you even earn their respect if they know that you know your place here. You don't exercise any form of arrogance to them, you don't show off to them, you don't act like, hey, I'm here for 16 years, so I can do whatever I want kind of thing. And I think if you don't behave in that manner, for me at least, I never experienced that. And I think maybe helpers get that sometimes because maybe there happen to be just people who look down on people for whatever reason. And it could be anyone, it could be another Singaporean, it could be another Filipino, it could be another whatever you are. But I've never experienced that.
I went to the Philippines trip a month ago. It was Manila, Dumaguete, and Cebu. I actually enjoyed the Philippines a lot.
Yeah?
Especially Manila city center.
Oh, really?
This area is like Singapore, but much cheaper.
Some people like it, some people don't like it. Friends I have in Singapore, especially expats, when they visit there, they're like, oh, we want to be 2 days in Manila, and we go to Boracay, and we just spend 2 nights there and fly everywhere in the beach or some islands and stuff.
I also enjoyed Dumaguete.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's very local.
Little town. There are mountains and the sea nearby. The people are super lovely. The Filipinos, you guys are so smiley. And mostly happy. And relaxed.
We are actually. Given the trouble in life, given the hardship. In fact, the more hardships they get in the Philippines, the more cheerful they are for whatever reason.
For your kids, because they're born in Singapore.
Yes.
What do you think? What they perceive themselves? What they think about themselves?
I love that question. When we go to the Philippines, I make sure that the girls get to see the real Philippines. We do our best, Of course, we still ended up in a 5-star hotel. We still ended up in a nice place and stuff like that. There was a Christmas where we took the kids to an orphanage. They were so little, we took them to an orphanage for Christmas. It was so important for me for them to experience that. Before we came, we prepared things like school supplies, food, coloring books, activity books, and stuff. And we spent a Christmas day at orphanage. 'Cause I think it was very important for them to experience this. So we do that for them, and I think our kids now are at the age where they get it.
How old are they?
They do, 11 and 12.
Yeah.
So they do get it. We can have already an adult conversation like this about life and stuff. And of course, when you have a Filipino mom, it's always a lot of nagging. We grew up that way. Like, okay, don't leave a piece of rice on the plate. Other people are hungry. The world is starving, and things like that. So I think our kids have that at home. When we go to Germany, of course, they have the European way of life, and we just don't go to Germany. We go to so many places. Not Russia yet, that would be on the list. We go to a lot of places in Europe, take them around, get them to experience European life and stuff. So they have both worlds, and then when we come back to Singapore, they're back to their Singapore way of life. It cannot get any more perfect than that, that they get to see so many things, experience, mingle in so many. In their school alone, all the kids are mixed. You have European kids mixed with something, or local kids mixed with something, or Chinese mixed with something. So it's really super diverse, and I think that's a great opportunity that they have growing up in a place and for sure for your kids as well.